Oh boy, now I gotta deal with this guy again. Alright, what do you want to talk about? Today's trial and... oh boy, embroiderer. Okay. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today. Ha! Everyone will be talking about me behind my back now. A dirty old man who is so busy looking at the serving girl's backside that he can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal. Not at all. Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. She put some white powder into the young lad's Javachino. We hear you. And another thing, I'm thinking about that. What if the white powder was just like, what if? Well, no, he was drinking his coffee black, wasn't he? Or was he? I don't even remember now. Does it say anywhere if he was drinking it black? I'm wondering if she was just putting sugar in or something. Don't know exactly what the drug looks like. Oh, there's the cup. Let's say, coffee contained potassium cyanide. So, I don't know. I was just thinking about that on the side. Anyway, and another thing, the young layabout was wearing an earpiece on the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles. We're really sorry. So I made a little mistake about the vase. So what? I know what I saw. I tell you. Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-haired brat. Take this. Oh god, he's throwing seeds again. Oh man. You said you were a craftsman, right? Ah, the monorail cast honest craftsmen like me aside in the droves. Surely it's not that. I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the shoguns. Do you hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer. I was born one. Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. Oh, okay, I saw him say, I want to stick my fingers in something. I was like, wait, what's going on here? Okay, I want to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose. That's, you might want to take care of your nose first, buddy. It's a little red, a little agitated. And scream right down his ear hole, objection! Oh, so, did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all. I've got a tsunami of frustration inside, and it's ready to burst out. If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? I don't... I mean... He might say something worthwhile here, that's worth hearing, basically. If I just listen to him. Although, I'd have to go through that. And it might just be another old bag scenario. I'll do it anyway, just to see if there's anything he says that's important. Guess I better let him talk. So, there's not much call for craftsmen these days, huh? Of course not, you idiot. All I'm good for nowadays is running errands. Errands? Everybody takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of 2-bit community handyman? Well... Buy some bread, now that I can understand. But what's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost, that's what they're trying to say. Oh, yes. I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at that restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't. No, he probably does. Wait a minute, what did he just say? At home and... at that restaurant? Hold up. By restaurant, are you talking about Tres Bien? Did you get asked to run an errand there too? Yes, I did. The very day the young brat was poisoned. What? Oh boy. Okay. This is interesting. So, yeah, so on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. He asked me to put this poison in the guy's drink. I didn't think much of it. Oh, please don't tell me that's what happened. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table, and the servant girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast. I was in a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me. Excuse-moi. You call the police. Call them yourselves, I should have said. But I didn't think of it back at the time. So, did you end up calling the police? Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? Huh. Do I look at... wait. Oh, no. No cell phones. Okay. Yeah. Oh, boy. Thingy-majigs. Oh, I haven't seen that in a long time. Do I look like I'd have one of those newfangled thingy-majigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course. You went looking for one? That might have looked really suspicious. You know, a guy just dies and a waitress collapses and you just run out of the building. I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes? And for 5 minutes after the incident happened, or so far 5 minutes, yes sirree, the owner was at Tribulations on his own. Why didn't you mention that in court this morning? Well, I would have if you give me a chance, but you all bullied me out of the courtroom. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You certainly earned your kudos for today. Wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh yes, I remember something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? What's important is the uncounted time before the police arrives. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that woman, that man, alone in the restaurant. You made that mistake, Phoenix. I guess he does have a really feminine personality. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of that place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant. Ah. Oh sure, you go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. I suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead, huh? We need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggie, and from Mr. Armstrong. Alright. Anything else I want to talk to you about? You're just angry old guy. I don't think there's too much I want to question him about. Oh yeah, do you know these guys? Taking a look at this. Would you mind taking a look at this? Ha. Excuse me. You let me get 1,000,000 of my grumbles off my chest, and I'll take one quick look. I've got an earthquake of frustration inside, and it's ready to rumble. On second thought, forget it. 1,000,000 grumbles for one quick look doesn't sound like a good deal. For me. Okay, so you don't know them. I was wondering if he knew those guys, since they come to the park once in a while. Do I want to go to Tribulations? I guess I gotta go deal with the chef. I gotta go to talk to Maggie too, but I'll do that after this. Kitchen, maybe? Is he in here? January 7th, Tribulations, kitchen. Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again. God damn it. But the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me. Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone. Ah, missing when we need to talk to him the most. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose. Oh boy, that's not good. Now we gotta go search for him? What kind of places would he even hang out at? Oh, whatever. I thought he's at blue screens. So, let's just go to the detention center, I guess. Should've just gone here to begin with. Visitor's room. Oh, Mr. Wright. Hello, Maggie. So they finished finished questioning you. Wasn't it really unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm going to stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember of the incident, anyway. Is it possible that she's the one misremembering things? No, contradictions, yeah. Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that didn't match up with what you remembered? You literally said that like 2 lines ago. I already forgot, sorry. Yep, there are just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup? So, you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. Yeah, we already found that, though. You know, the CD with the writing on it? Oh, yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? It was MC Bomber, Maya. That name was scrolled on the sports paper as well. They never did find that CD on the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing, too. Wait, we have the CD now, though. Why don't you bring that, I guess, I was gonna, yeah, we have the CD now, don't we? Or at least one of them. And yeah, there's the sports paper. Don't we have the CD? Yeah, there. Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me. You said that you passed out when the victim, Glenn L., collapsed, right? Yes, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Tribulations. No, no idea at all. Why? Is it important, Mr. Wright? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police. Exactly. You, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. No. You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in all of this. It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Well, the old man said it as much when we spoke with him earlier. I don't know. The things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir. Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out. We'd better find out exactly what happened to the old man on that day. First of all, before I do anything else, crap, I'm not presenting. I've made that mistake way too many times. Anyway, MC Bomber. Yeah, is this the same exact CD? Oh, nothing to say about it. But I'm incarcerated now. I don't have much information in here. All I can help you out with now is the menu at Tribulations. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't let your spirits fall. Okay. What else? We need to know more about Victor, possibly you could tell me something that you know? I don't know. Maybe? I feel much better after the trials this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. It feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you just said you felt much better. Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony. Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you think of it. Wait, is that a new talk option then? Okay, before that though, I did get a couple more profiles. I just want to see what she had to say on Victor. Not too much on the show. Yeah, okay. Do you know either of these two? Oh. Hey, you do know him, okay. I wasn't really expecting much, but yeah, holy smokes, that's him! That's the famous lawyer, Phoenix Wright! Huh? That's your pony, Mr. Wright. Just look at that ridiculous suntan. For the record, I'm not sunburned like an oven-dried tomato, so I don't know how. He told me he'd been on a business trip to Hawaii and that's where he got the tan. I'm not hearing this. Do you know her then? Oh, well, there. Yeah. Okay, you don't know her then. So, most people, I'm guessing most people probably won't know her, but it's easy, yeah, they won't know Violetta, but it's pretty easy to notice Tigre. Anyway, I think you had a new talk option. Yep, Victor's testimony. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Actually, yes. The entire thing was crappy. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table. It's true that there was another customer in the restaurant. Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo. But I can't really say. It was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman. Oh, okay. That changes everything. Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh. Oh god, it's creepy. Cackling? Why do I get this feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? Who would know? Who would guess? You know, I was just trying to show her that profile a second ago. So you do know that person, kind of, I guess. Maybe yeah. I think she's had those bandages on for long, before the murder. Anyway. I don't... Are you gonna say anything about the profile, or her profile now? Or is it gonna be the same thing? I actually want to try that real quick. Not Tigre. Her. Okay, you're not gonna say anything, even if I bring up her profile? That sucks. Do I have anything else that I want to show you? I do have that lunchbox from Gumshoe. That was a while ago. I hope it's still good, at least. Do I have that? Do it? Okay, good. Maya didn't eat it. That's good. That's an adorable lunchbox from Gumshoe. Oh yeah, I've got something you're going to love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox just for you. Here. Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies, too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Throws it on the floor. Who also makes such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. Looks like he put a lot of effort into making this, too. It does look pretty good, honestly. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. The rules are rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow, when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyway, I hate weenies. Oh, really? Oh man, poor Gumshoe. It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But... She's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But... I guess so. Gumshoe's lunchbox eaten with Maya. Well, that's the end of that.